The Commission heard that the world was at a crucial crossroad for gender equality. With over 10% of women globally living in extreme poverty today, progress towards achieving Goal 1 of the SDGs and ending extreme poverty everywhere by 2030 remains a pipe dream at current levels of progress.
Despite the enormous progress that all of you have helped realize, the patriarchy is far from vanquished. It is regaining ground. Autocrats and populists are attacking women's freedoms and their sexual and reproductive rights. They promote what they call traditional values. And patriarchy is indeed an age-old tradition. Discrimination against women goes back millennia, and we don't want to bring it back. We want to turn it back. We cannot accept a world in which grandmothers fear their granddaughters will enjoy fewer rights than they had. We must speak out loud and clear, not on our watch.
He also pointed to a worrying trend in power relations over the coming decades in the digital technology space, particularly artificial intelligence, a domain dominated by men at the leadership and technical levels.
There is a mountain of evidence that when systems are designed by men, they result in biased algorithms. Women's needs, women's bodies, and women's fundamental rights are ignored. Male-dominated algorithms could literally program inequalities into activities from urban planning to credit ratings to medical imaging for years to come. This endangers men and boys as well as women and girls. It's time for government, civil society, and the Silicon Valleys of the world to join a massive effort to bridge the digital gender divide and ensure women have decision-making roles in digital technology at all levels.
With a message here that globally poverty continued to have a female face, while the International Labour Organization estimates that women, as an average, earn just 51 cents for every dollar earned by a man.
1 in 10 women live in extreme poverty, and at the current rate of progress, as many as 342 million women will still be living in poverty in or by 2030. This makes a mockery of our 2030 agenda. Both poverty and women's financial exclusion is fueled by discriminatory gender norms which are entrenched in our economic, political, and social systems. Gender equality should always be a priority, always the smartest and wisest investment to make. There is no national policy that will not benefit from gender equality. There is no national development policy that will not benefit from gender equality. There is no sustainable development goal that can be attained without gender equality.
South Africa's delegation is led by Social Development Minister Lindiwe Zulu and National Assembly Speaker Nosiviwe Mapisa-Nqakula. The Commission, which runs until March 22nd, also heard from the UN Development Programme that an additional $360 billion was needed annually to achieve the gender equality targets in the 2030 Agenda. UNDP also echoed calls for a restructuring of the global financial architecture, particularly around debts owed by developing countries, which is seen as crucial to allowing millions of women and men escape poverty. While conflicts from Gaza to Sudan, Ukraine, the DRC and others only hit women and girls that much harder, exacerbating poverty and further undermining much-needed momentum towards the 2030 deadline. Sherwin Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.